This is Agurick. In this series, I will be restricted to the starting combat level of 3. With my lack of strength, I will need to compensate with ingenuity and resourcefulness to overcome any physical limitations. As I will be unable to gain experience in combat, I will focus on skilling. Join me as I embark on this exciting quest. Alright, before we get any further in the video, I need to update you guys on the progress of this account and some of the long-term goals I have. Right now, we're sitting at 755 total level with about 4.2 million total XP. Now, the first and most overarching goal is to achieve 1250 total level. I'm a new player when it comes to RuneScape, so this would be the furthest I've progressed an account. Considering we only have access to 16 of the 23 skills, this makes 1250 a bit more challenging than a standard account. So the next couple of long-term things I want to do have to deal with obtaining items. The first item is the tackle box. It's a unique item dropped from the fishing boss Temporos. It's really a must-have for any avid fisher. It can store virtually all fishing gear, and it's just a convenient way of keeping your gear organized and easily accessible. Alright, moving on to the bear head. This is a unique drop that's obtained after killing the Kendall during the Mountain Daughter quest, which is a level 70 monster. As a level 3, we only have 10 HP, and the Kendall has a max hit of 9. So we'll see if we can actually find a way to kill this thing. The reason we want the bear head is it has no requirements to equip and is equivalent to a black full helm. Now, those are just 2 of the many items I do hope to hunt in the future. Alright, I wanted to update you guys on how the farming is coming. I am really enjoying myself when it comes to this skill. I don't know, there's just something relaxing about it. I just am really enjoying myself. And I kind of like the consistency of, once every hour or so doing a farm run, and maybe once or twice a day doing the tree run. And we are so close to 74 farming. I think we are only about 20,000 XP away. I've been working towards this goal for quite a while now. So 74 farming unlocks the 3rd tier seed at the Tithe Farm minigame. I actually enjoy doing the Tithe Farm game every once in a while. And I think once I hit 74 farming, we're going to supplement that into our farming runs, doing a little Tithe Farm. And we're going to try to grind up all the way to 85. That's our next threshold. 85 gets us the 3rd area in the farming guild, as well as the hard farming contracts, which I'm really looking forward to. Alright, we just finished up that last patch. We're at the Tithe Farm minigame. Before we head in, we are at 198 points. Only 2 points off the Gricaller's can. That is what I'm planning to get next. I actually think this Gricaller's can is pretty incredible, at least coming from the perspective of someone trying to max farming. A normal watering can only has 8 uses, while this thing has 1,000. That's literally 125 times better. Alright, that is 100 fruit grown. So let's head over to deposit these. And hopefully, there we go, 74 farming. That is huge. I have been working on that for so long. I'm so happy, and look at that. We are almost to 1.1 million farming XP. That is awesome. And I believe we should have enough points now to buy the watering can as well. That is so sick. Let's go. Alright, so you guys know that one of the current objectives is getting 85 farming. There's a few things we can do to help us out along the way to speed this up. The first we just accomplished. That was awesome. We got 74 farming. We can now use the tier 3 seeds at the Tithe Farm minigame. Additionally, something else that will help us out tremendously is the Xeric's Talisman. Alright, so once we obtain the Xeric's Talisman, it's going to be uncharged. Now we can charge it with Lizardman Fangs. It can hold up to 1,000 charges of these Lizardman Fangs, and for each charge we can teleport to one of 5 locations. One of these 5 locations is the Xeric's Glade, and it sits just northeast of the Hosidius farming patch. Now this is going to save me so much time in my farm runs. So currently what I've been having to do is using a skills necklace to teleport to the woodcutting guild and then running northeast all the way to this farming patch, which honestly just takes so much time and uses so much of my run energy. This Xeric's Talisman is going to be game changing. Alright, I really need to find a better way to get to Ardougne than using a Amulet of Glory to teleport to Edgeville and then using this lever. I believe if I complete the Easy Diary for Ardougne, I get a cape that lets me teleport to the chapel. So I think that's going to be in store for us in the future. Alright, who the hell is Xeric and how do we get his talisman? So Xeric was a tyrannical ruler who reigned over Great Khurun during the Age of Strife nearly 1,000 years ago. It's obtained by killing lizardmen, brutes, and shamans outside the temple. Now, there's a secondary way, which is stealing from stone chests inside of the lizardmen's temple. So we have a 1 in 300 drop rate from looting these stone chests. In order to do that, though, we do need 64 thieving. We are currently at 59. So I'm going to sit in Ardougne pickpocketing this knight for probably the next hour or two. And I will let you guys know when we hit 64 thieving. I just got to say, I love these dodgy necklaces. So if you're wearing a dodgy necklace, you have a 25% chance of evading being damaged and stunned while pickpocketing an NPC. So it starts out with 10 charges, and every time it procs, you lose a charge. I'm just going to take a quick break from pickpocketing, and we are going to go do a birdhouse run, and I actually need to grab some more seeds. Alright, here we are on Fossil Island doing our birdhouse run. I gotta say, I really do like Fossil Island and how it's set up and just the aesthetics of it. Getting through the dig site quest and all the prerequisite quests, getting the kudos for the Varrock Museum, all that was... It was a lot. It was my first time doing it. It was a lot, but it definitely paid off. There's 3 hardwood tree plots here. You have the birdhouse runs, which I'm currently getting, I think, about 1,000 XP each. We're sitting at 53 hunter, and, you know, slowly that'll just tick up and up. And I mean, that is not a bad moneymaker. That maybe took me 60 to 90 seconds, and that's 25, 26k in the bank. Another update to the progress of this account is we are sitting at 57 agility, and we do have 3 of the 6 pieces of graceful. And finishing off this full graceful set is something we'll be doing in the near future. Can I just be the first one to say how absolutely ridiculous I look? But, I mean, it's so worth it. Like, wearing a full set of graceful gives you 30% run energy restoration and 25 kilogram weight reduction. I headed back to Fossil Island just while I'm editing this video. I'm going to chop on some teak trees and maybe we can get a level or 2. In the future, I am hoping to get to 70 woodcutting as well as 61 mining. And there's 63 woodcutting. That is 64. 65 woodcutting. There's 66. Okay, I don't know what the odds of this happening is, but I just got 2 birds' nests in succession. That seems pretty crazy. I think I gotta look this up. When I personally rate a game, one of my biggest criteria is how good the game's wiki and documentation is. And when it comes to this game, I feel like the documentation is almost unmatched. I am having such a blast reading through this wiki. So if we look at the wiki page for birds' nests, we can see they're randomly droppable woodcutting, and the chance of getting a bird's nest from a tree is 1 in 256. So 1 in 256 can also be expressed as roughly 0.004%. To get the probability of getting 2 bird's nests consecutively, you'd have to multiply 1 over 256 by 1 over 256. And we get about 1 over 65,536, or 0.0000152%. Now, I'm not too good at math, so I'm not sure how or if this relates. But if we look at the wiki page for teak trees, we can see that a roll to receive a log is done every 4 game ticks when chopping, which roughly equates to 2.4 seconds. And the chance to successfully chop is affected by the axe used and the woodcutting level. If we look at this chart, we can see at level 66 woodcutting with a dragon axe, we have a 57.42% chance to receive a log. I didn't manage to record it, but the 2 bird's nests that dropped did happen on consecutive ticks. I'm not actually sure if this 57% chance to succeed a roll actually affects the probability of receiving 2 bird's nests in consecutive ticks, but it's interesting to think about. It is very possible that this is the rarest thing that will happen on this account. A 1 in 65,000 chance is pretty insane. I guess we'll just have to find out. All right, we are going to be on our way back to our dune to pick up where we left off thieving. There it is, 62 thieving, 63 thieving, 64 thieving. All right, now that we have 64 thieving, we can go ahead and cross that off our list. We now have a high enough thieving level to be able to lockpick stone chests. All right, we're going to call it there. Next episode, we'll head over to the Lizardman's Temple to start lockpicking stone chests in hopes to find Xeric's Talisman. This video was a ton of fun to make, and it was a lot more work than I expected, but I'm really proud of the end result, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I guess I'll do the thing everyone else does. Please consider subscribing and pressing that like button.